Hi there, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in, and anybody else here tuning in. Thank you guys for connecting here to you. Quick little note before we begin. You don't have to be a sun sign Gemini to watch this reading and to resonate with it. You might be, let's say, a Venus Gemini. You might be a midheaven Gemini. You might be a rising Gemini, so on and so forth. You might have different placements in the sign of Gemini, and you might find that this video does resonate with you. So just a little note, if you've stumbled upon this reading and you're like, how did I get here? And, somehow you're like, well, I might as well continue watching, then just keep that in mind. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you here. And as a quick side note, I'm actually a Mars Gemini, and I resonate quite a bit with the Gemini readings. I resonate with all the readings. Okay, but we all have every sign in our chart, so I tend to watch the readings, and I sort of see which ones resonate in which ways, depending on also so many factors. Always huge your personal intuition, but also your personal birth chart can bring light to certain aspects of what might be at play for you in relation to each sign up for review during that period. Let's jump into it here, Gemini. Wow. Okay. Yeah, right off the bat. Well, we're here with the Uranus clearing from retrograde period reading, and it's a long story. I'm hearing this way. Okay, stumbling a little bit through the woods here with whatever it is that is coming up here. I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number of you, there's a lot here that is coming up for review. And really quick note before we do begin, this is also a channeled message, so it might be going quickly at times, and you might feel like, why is she talking like she's in a dreamlike state? Like, I'm hearing and I'm seeing and I'm feeling like, because I'm channeling and I'm in a dreamlike state. That's kind of what this is. And so I'm communicating to you what it is. I'm start tapping into a feeling on an energetic level and in a number of ways. So thank you for tuning in here again, and let's jump into it. Now, Gemini, there's a lot of pretense. There's a lot of preparation as well. Possibly this is, a long story. I'm hearing that again. A long story. Now, we have a few cards on the ground. Let's gather those from I think it was from the Scorpio reading, yeah? Or the Pisces reading, Pisces. And for a number of you, I'm hearing you're getting pretty clear on something here, Gemini. Now, I was meditating on energy before I turned the camera, and I was getting that there is a new experience that you're having. Whether or not, I'm hearing awakening, whether or not you're ready to have this experience, that's one thing. But I'm saying that you are having this experience regardless. And let's get a little further into that. For a number of you, I'm seeing that this might be something that you have already experienced. And given that Uranus went retrograde in March 2020. So it's been quite a bit of time, right, that we've been working with this energy in this cycle. But, we recently just went direct with Uranus around the 13th of January, and we'll be in post-shadow retrograde period of Uranus retrograde until about March 2021. Now, for a number of you, you're moving through a lot of shifts here. Okay, Gemini, and it's like I'm hearing swings. Like, you'll find that, from week to week, you'll be like, whoa, okay, I didn't see, somebody throw that ball. Where the heck did that come from? I don't know what that's linked to, but it's also a heavy karmic period. We have a lot of planets here in retrograde. Retrogrades can bring things up from the past, up for review. That will be different for everyone, depending on how you also associate with that part of your chart that's related to that sign and planet. In this case, we're working with Uranus. So we're looking at the 11th house. We're looking at Aquarius. We're looking at the house that Aquarius overlaps. We're also looking, though, at I'm hearing your ruler, interesting, of Aquarius, which is Uranus, okay? But the sign and house that your Uranus is in might be a focus for you, and that's coming through for you right here. That could be a particular clue. Let's jump into it, though, Gemini. Now, again, I was meditating your energy. I'm saying, whoa, I could swear I hear like a buzzing of a bee, like a very, like a dragonfly, even like very, very strong, loud buzzing, like almost like even the sound of like papers flipping. Very interesting. Wow. Now, for maybe there's something that's happening very quickly. For knowing this is a spirit guide, possibly in your midst, and you know that. But before we get into it, again, I was mentioning your energy. I'm seeing there's something that you're having a new experience, feeling a little bit of pressure on the heart chakra on the left side. There's something that you've been even getting like kind of ready for to experience. You might have had a premonition about this, maybe a dream. You're like, I know this is coming. This is what's happening. I'm hearing swimming. I'm swimming with the big fish now. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe for a number of you, this is something that you've seen coming for quite some time. You're like, there's no question. It's almost inevitable. And it is maybe something that is challenging. We're not going to lie, right? When for a number of you, I'm going to give an example, right? It's like, okay, the more, let's say, successful I feel in my work, I realize that also opens me up to a larger, I'm hearing audience, more people to work with. If you think of like people, oh, I'm famous now, and it's like, okay, it has its difficulties, right, as well. It's like the more, there's a quote. It's like, okay, it's like a compliment. It's a good sign if people are copying your work sort of energy. It's like there's a show of the fact that people do look at your work, first of all, and they find it valuable enough to duplicate it, okay, and to spend their time of all things doing that, of all things. So, take it as you will. But for no reason, maybe you're dealing with that a little bit, where it's like there's a catch-22 of the situation. I feel like, and it could be anything. It could be like, wow, I feel like I'm really making headway here. I'm really working hard. I'm hearing this as well. And I feel, though, that there is something that is stopping me. Interesting, I'm hearing that as well. So maybe it's something that you have been, I'm hearing reprogramming your mind around. I'm hearing as well in that way. Let's pull cards here, Gemini. Star in reverse here, and then you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, okay, this is a staring contest. I'm hearing at this point, it's not really about who wins it, it's just the staring part of the contest. It's not like whoever stares the longest is actually the winner. There's no winner. It's not really a contest. It's just the staring part is what we're having. I'm hearing an issue with at this point in time. I don't know what that could be, a very particular message, but I feel like heat around the third eye. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but Star in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse is about March, April, May. I'm going to pull cards here for each of the months. May, this is 2020. Father of Pentacles upright. June is the Hermit upright. July is the Seven of Swords in reverse. August is the World. Okay, fine. Wherever you want to sit. Okay, I'm just going like, no, don't give me that croissant. I want the one right behind it. Okay, like, oh, okay. Don't get mad at me. I'm just the server. I'm hearing like in this way. Very interesting. I don't know what that's alluding to, but let's continue. This is March, April, May, June, July, August. September is the World. September is the World that popped out right over the Father of Pentacles and the Hermit, which is corresponding to the period of what we're pulling here, which is March, April, May, and June. Then we lead into, there might have been a very strong focus on that particular period for you, or for something that, in your environment, something was culminating. Absolutely no question. March, May, June, July, August, September. October is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is October 2020. October. Okay, December. Five of Cups upright. Like someone was like looking at a mountain. They're like, oh my God, I have another hike. Okay, it's like, this is like never ending cycle. This is for a number of you. Something was just very, very also exhausting. Very much exhausting. Long cycle. Like, when are we going to be over with all of what we're working on? But it's a little bit of a silly question. I'm seeing this for a number of you because you don't really want to see it like that. You don't want it to be like, when is this over sort of energy. It's more like, I realize that this is important and like there are steps and stages here, and it can for a number of you be something on an energetic level that's taking place. This similar energy came through in the Pisces reading, so I do invite you to go check out that reading if you feel guided. Ace of Swords here coming through upright. Now, this is in January, actually, January 2021. Then we have, which is the period we're in right now, where Uranus is now going technically direct. It will now enter into post-shadow period. We have Father of Swords upright. In February and March, we lead out with the Mother of Wands upright when Uranus officially clears. Gemini, I'm hearing this has been, for a number, I'm hearing all about your jam, but for another number of you, I'm hearing this is about, I'm hearing the context to your equation that you are uniquely solving. There's something that you're working on, and it's like, I realize that this is my enigma. I'm hearing this for a number of you. This is my sandwich. I need to make it make sense to me. I'm hearing Sam here so strongly. I'm hearing Gonzalez. Now, you have the Mother of Swords. I said Mother of Swords. You have the Father of Swords that leads into the Mother of Wands. We have the Mother of Wands. There's something that you've been really grappling with, and it's like kind of challenging, not gonna lie. It's difficult. It maybe, it tests your mind, and then it tests your libido. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's going to do, but your passion. It's like, how do I get involved in this and create this in such a way where I feel like I am working with it in a way that I kind of also, I'm hearing approve of, maybe psychologically. I'm not sure. Take it as you will, but that is alluding for everyone. This is a general reading. Not sure what that's alluding for everyone, but, and then where I also feel like I can continue to create it. I'm hearing where I can actually maybe physically, well, I feel comfortable presenting it. So for no reason, something public, no question. And you, for a number of you, know you have this tremendous potential when it comes to this particular aspect, maybe even industry, maybe aspect of your life or industry, maybe aspect of your personality as well. You're like, I really feel like there's a lot of potential, but there is a little bit of a sticky spider web of a question. I'm hearing when it comes to how it is that we would eventually present this. Now that reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles card, and that can relate possibly for a number of you. The concept of the sticky spider web, not necessarily just the Eight of Pentacles card, but in general, this concept, it can relate to, as I'm seeing it, something social, where you start to find yourself getting into really, really complicated questions as it appears when you start pursuing what is the main, I'm hearing conversation that you hold with your higher self, with the Mother of Wands. Like when I start to really move towards my motive, I'm hearing my motive, I realize I start to challenge, I'm hearing the motives of others. And that is possibly going to be something on a vibrational level where we say, well, I am honest with myself, and that makes me feel that I have to, I'm hearing, understand also where people are coming from, but not allow their opinions and the personal beliefs to sway my own. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. I'm not judging anybody here. I don't know what this is alluding to for everyone, right? How many Geminis are watching? Take it as you will. Fathers are bright and the Aces are bright. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing all is fair in love. I don't know what that's about, but that's a scene in a movie that came through in another reading as well, though, recently. But that's a line in the movie. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Yeah, but that's interesting. That came through another reading recently. I don't remember which sign. The World here and the Mother of Wands. For a number of you, like, you have an idea, okay, of where your story is headed, which is interesting because I'm not saying that it's really complicated, but it is. Possibly for a number of you, you're in a space of wanting to, really take your work to the next level. And it's like, I'm hearing again, staring contest. Like I have to just, kind of focus on my mission and, not really bother to hold the opinion as an outright judgment. I'm hearing of the suit of colors or cards that others hold. I'm hearing to the chest. I don't know what that's alluding to. The Seven of Swords in reverse. This is something I've gotten very controversial. Let's pull a few more cards on that. Okay, the Ace of Swords just fell on the ground. Four of Wands on the deck with the Seven of Swords. We are possibly negotiating something. I'm hearing that as well, and it's like kind of, again, complicated. Five of Cups upright. Like we have farms. I'm hearing that we don't understand. I'm hearing the resources too. Interesting that we're working with. I don't know what that's. I'm seeing someone who owns like farms. Father of Cups in reverse. Wondering this is something related to something historical. No question. Mother of Pentacles, like Six of Wands. Now, for a number of you, it starts to become so funny. Well, the minute that we start, Eight of Pentacles right there, we start to turn on the engine and work with the car. I'm hearing a locomotive vehicle. I don't know what, I'm seeing someone who has a car, but they weren't using the car as like a car. They were using the car for like another purpose. I'm not sure, take it as you will. It's like kind of ironic. It's like, well, we were like repurposing the car. We were like remastering it. But now it's like, I'm hearing Charlotte's back in the web, and like now we gotta like work with it as is. I'm even seeing this is related to like some kind of good. Something even like a piece of machinery. It's like it was being used as like something else, but now it's like we gotta like, I'm hearing help her spin the web. I'm hearing that with the Eight of Pentacles upright. Now this can be someone in your environment. Mother of Pentacles can be someone of a family member, a parent. There's something historical, generational. There's something that I'm hearing parents. It really requires of you to get involved, and it's very complicated. I'm hearing that yet again. Now, in the family of the Son of Pentacles in reverse, I'm hearing who's going to be the one to say it first. That's a rhetorical question because there's only one person. We split right there to the Temperance card and the Son of Swords. There's only one person, okay, who knows the message that needs to be delivered, and it is, I'm hearing, a matter of your movie scene. I'm hearing in that way, in the way that you want to tell it out. Like this is something very personal to you, Gemini. Let's clear it. I'm hearing, I don't know exactly what has stood in our way. I'm saying someone like walks up to somebody, they're like, hey, we need to talk. So I'm sort of like in a bind. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe someone is confessing something, they're wanting to explain something, explain themselves. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, like, I feel like I served you swordfish when you really needed cod. I just wanted to, like, come out and be like, yeah, that was really rude of me. I mean, I don't know what that's alluding to. This could be a metaphor, but we see the Son of Swords in reverse and the Temperance card upright. It's like a certain maybe type of conversation. It's like, now this could be someone who recognizes that there were certain expectations that were not addressed. And it really was, I'm hearing, not accommodating to a significant degree somebody here in the equation. Like, I realized like that was really hurtful. I'm hearing it in this way. And it was also really rude. And for a number of you, this is possibly someone wanting to come forward and address that. Now, but it's like, I'm seeing there is a little bit of confusion here. Whoever it is that is receiving the message, okay, it's like, the timing is just like, it's like really awkward. Like, I am in my office right now. I'm eating olive tapenade. It's like an olive mix, like on a piece of bread. I don't know which Oliver you are. Can you give me your last name? Like, where did we leave off as well in the last scene that we were technically, like, we said we were working in together, like, technically, like, you know, the one that we said that we were sort of, like, you know, meant to be, you know, with each other, and, like, I don't know what that, yeah, like, the one where we said we were meant to be, like, undoubtedly, I'm hearing that with the Mother of Pentacles are bright. I'm not sure what that's alluding to with Ace of Swords. Like, this could be on a, you know, level of past life energy where we say we know that there's something here, it's just we did not define it now, or we feel it's complicated to do so. For a number of you, it's like, I don't know if I can come and I'm hearing come and say this, first of all. Second of all, accommodate. I'm hearing this talk with something to offer you, you know, actually to, you know, to not only verbalize the message, but to also, you know, manifest your dream for you. I'm hearing this, one second. Someone here is wanting to make, I'm hearing ends meet. Maybe somebody wants to make someone happy, we'll say, okay, like, kind of like, they know that there's an expectation here with the Mother of Pentacles. Let's just be, you know, honest, okay? We're not going to play it like, you know, there's no expectation here with the Mother of Pentacles. This is something that maybe we find we respect. We have, you know, I'm hearing religion here with the Mother of Pentacles. We have respect for whatever it is. Now, with the Ace of Swords of Bride, there is still this uncomfortable looking envelope that we have to fit an uncomfortable looking letter into and make it all kind of like feel good and for it to work. I'm hearing for their nightlight, like next to their bedstand. I don't know what that might be a very specific message for the Mother of Pentacles, but this is something that has a history to it. Like, someone feels like it's not like good enough for her, and I know it. But at a certain point, for a number of you, maybe someone feels like they need to come out with that, at least even that, to say, hey, it's just not right that I've left you literally hanging. I left you, I'm hearing Willy Wonka on the side of the road. I don't know what that is alluding to. Like, someone's like, yeah, you left me, like, I'm here on the trolley part of the train. It wasn't even like the official train. You got me like a refurbished, I'm hearing microphone as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. And like, for no reason, something someone purchased, it's like, you gypped me. I'm hearing like in this way, like you literally fucked with me. I'm hearing that as well. Like, you gave me something fake. I'm hearing this for a number of you. Maybe this is a company. They're like working with you know, a massive global audience as well. Like, people who are like communicating, you know, their displeasure and whatever product it was that they had bought. For no reason, this is a large audience, a very large group of people who are like, hello, this is not okay. I'm hearing that as well. And it's like, for no reason, the Ace of Swords of Bright, Mother of Pentacles of Bright, Six of Wands of Bright, it's like, I have to at least say something about that. I'm hearing it in this way of the Six of Wands of Bright. I'm hearing awkward, Saturday, I'm hearing as well. They're trying to, like, someone's like trying to make, like, you know, someone's tears like turn to gold a little bit. I'm hearing that as well. Like, no, look, like, you're good looking. It's not about that. Like, this person's like, do you not like find me like good looking enough? Like, what is the issue? Like, Mother of Pentacles are bright, Six of Wands are bright. It's like, no, it's just not the right time yet. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. This is something, even though I'm saying it has to do with an industry or even a season, like, is, take it as you will. It could be a metaphor, right? It can be symbolic, but maybe someone's like, hey, let's plant these seeds. That this person's like, it's just not time yet. Like, they're not gonna do well with this type of sunshine, whatever it is, climate, whatever it is. For a number of you, someone is like feeling though that that's not the right kind of answer that someone else is expecting, and it could be a matter of someone's standard. It's like, I realize that I am not delivering the expectation here with the Mother of Pentacles upright, and I don't know what that is for everyone. I'm seeing shoes here, clown shoes. Someone feels so dorky. They're like, no, it's just, I feel like so silly right now. Like, I am so like, I'm hearing, I'm so salty. I'm hearing as well, like, with my own wounds right now, it's just not even fun. Like, wait, what? Somebody feels like you know that feeling when you're like, you have this sensation, okay, that everything, I don't want to say it's like going downhill, but I'm saying like zeros everywhere. It's like everything is just like all up against me. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I feel like this is what I'm hearing, that you know, everyone is sort of like, they don't have my back. I'm hearing they're against me. I'm hearing that judgment here. Like, whatever, no judgment, and I don't know what this is alluding to, but it's funny we say no judgment, right? The judgment card comes through. Let's clear it in ground. It's like, they feel like I have to come out and say something. Otherwise it would be absolutely inappropriate. Like, it would be blasphemous if I had not recognize them on the street. I'm hearing that as well when I pass right by them. Like, someone's like, no, this is like another level. Like, I have to say something. Mother of Pentacles are bright and the Judgment card are bright. Now, for a number of you though, it's like that feeling when you feel like you're not making a good impression. Okay. And you feel that. You're like, this could be the energy of another. It's like, no, like, I feel that. I feel like I literally also just, you know, I took their heart right out of their chest, and I just like, you know, what I'm hearing, let it bleed to the drum roll. I don't know what, hold on. So someone feels bad. Let's clear. They feel real. Oh no, they feel like, I really like, I dressed up the mannequin, like, it was like, I'm hearing moving on from its last, I'm hearing dream date in the middle of the aisle. What? Okay, like, no, I really, like, did not get, no, like, someone feels bad, like, they're like, I didn't not give them what they not only deserved, but what they expected. I'm hearing that, like, so, it's like, you may even have clients, and it's like, no, I'm hearing I'm out of time. I'm hearing that as well. I'm seeing like a buzzer going off. It's just that feeling, yeah, 9 swords in reverse. You're like, damn, I know I did not pass the test. Is that something like that? 9 swords in reverse. But for a number of you, I'm hearing, can all the teachers bring their papers to the front of the wall? I'm hearing it this way. Okay, like maybe somebody's getting called out on something. It's like, we know that everyone has been holding their papers behind the wall. So can we now, it's like someone's calling it out. It's so awkward. 5 of swords upright, like, mother comes upright. It's like, yeah, it's creepy. Like, it's creepy, awkward. Like, it's creepy. Like, when we're walking down the hall like that, and we're all looking at each other, and we're holding each other's papers like that, it's like gonna get really, really weird. It's not like in this moment it's awkward. It's like we realize that it's gonna get super duper awkward. For a number of you, someone's like getting ready to approach someone. They're like, oh god. It's like they know they did not pass the test sort of energy. I'm hearing that again. And like they're someone's face is like on fire. Like they are flushing. They're flush red. Let's clear in the heart chakra. Let's clear it actually all over. If we're quite honest, okay, with the sun, I don't know what that's alluding to, but like let's just like, for a number of you, someone's like, that's it, I gotta start over. I'm hearing, and I'll start it back at one. Like, I'm a dumbass. I'm hearing this, like, this is somebody just showing up, like, hey. I don't know what I had to eat that night. I also don't really know, like, what I had in my head at that time, like, when I was making that decision. Like, somebody is like kind of pleading, like, can you just like kind of just like, oh yeah, it's better for me to just be like, I'm hearing, I'm stopped. Like, I at least stopped. I'm even seeing someone getting pulled over. They're like, it's like obvious that I'm, and this energy came through of someone getting pulled over. I think it was like in a Jeep or something. This came through. It was a few months back. I remember it was for Gemini, so take it as you will. I'm not sure what that's leading to. But you have the Sun upright and the Mother of Cups and the Death card. And I'm seeing a number of people walking up to a stage. It's like, so can everybody just like, sit down and just like keep staring at each other? Like, just, no pressure. Just, we're going to be right with you in just a moment kind of energy. It's like, people are like looking at each other like, yeah, okay, we're gonna lose the race. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's leading to with the Sun upright, Daughter of Wands, and the Mother of Cups with the Death card. For a number of you, I'm hearing dill pickles. Someone in those, the people who are in that group, one of them, they're like, I can smell dill pickles. Like, could be a metaphor, but it's something so specific. They're like, I know. It's like something that they smell. It's like something that they are able to pick up on. It's kind of, I'm hearing about the score, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Like, maybe this person's like kind of, they got some kind of maybe even like wizardly ability to like, tap into certain, I'm hearing realms. Well, they're like, I could just tell, like maybe they got even a premonition. They're like, I could just tell that like, that's going to be the score. I'm hearing it in this way. Let's clear the ground. Like, now for a number of you, this person like comes over to their table. They're like, so who's the right wing and who's the left? I don't know what I'm hearing of the pack. Like someone's like assuming. They're like, we know that you know that we know. So just, just kind of like start to ramble, and we'll get down to it. Eventually, I'm hearing that with the Death card could be a court case. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I don't know. It could even be like some kind of it could be a detective, investigator, but whatever it is. 5 Pentacles in reverse. It's not about like we need to figure it out. It's like we found everything we needed to, and we're fine with what we found. It's just like we need your time. Once again, your time sheets, please. Like somebody's maybe, I don't want to say getting fired, but Son of Wands in reverse. Justice upright, Lovers, is like something was inappropriate. Ace of Cups even, like 9 of Cups. Somebody's even like found something on the camera of the building. I'm hearing building, side of the building. Something was like observed, like, this is reminding me of a reading. It was for Gemini. Yes, it was like a month or two ago. It was about some group of people in a company. They were like held outside the building. Do you guys remember that reading? They're like, on the street, they're like, why are we held outside the building? It's just so awkward. Like, everyone's going to be like, why are you outside the building? Now, it was like the CEO, like, locked everyone out of the building. It's so weird. I don't know what that's alluding to, but take it as you will. I'm not sure. But the so-called CEO of the building, like, told everyone, like, you have to wait outside. And it's like, why are we all on the street? Like, that's so weird. Now, the 10 of Wands upright, 3 Cups in reverse, and the Hangman. For a number of you, it's so obvious. Like, and that's part of the I'm hearing promotion message. I'm hearing that with the strength card. Like someone is just like, yeah, why are we even like, it's just like weird. Like the 3 cups just fell on the ground. Why are we dancing around the donut? Like, okay, are you going to eat it already or what? Like, okay, like it's even someone watching someone like on camera, kind of like, you know, with sticky fingers, like, okay, it's like, we can see what you're doing. So like, are you gonna, it's like, but they're watching someone who's not, it's weird. They're not like taking the donut. And if you think about a donut symbolically, it's like irresistible, right? Okay, supposedly. It will always depend on what you find to be, right? Attractive is always subjective, but, you know, it's kind of interesting because I'm seeing like somebody is dancing around the donut, but like, it's weird because someone's looking in on that space and they're kind of like, it's obvious, like, isn't that your plan? Like, so why would you just dance around the donut? But anyways, I don't know what that's going to do, but strength. I'm hearing Lionel Richie says it's about Sunday. I'm hearing not just making it. Like, it's like somebody who's like, I don't want to say it, but like they're like stealing something, and then it, you know, they're not just stealing it. It's not just like they are like making a whole show. Okay, like they don't just like leave. Okay, I'm hearing the palace. I'm hearing as well. They kind of like plaster everything on the walls and like make a mess out of it. Like they turn the house upside down, sort of energy, and then they leave. So I don't know what that's alluding to, but we have the 10 of Cups now. For a number of you, I'm hearing, so you're late to the game, what's up? Like somebody sits down maybe with this group of people, they're like, so you're late. And I'm imagining that reading with Leo where someone was like stuffing napkins in a cafe in someone's backpack, like, and it's like, this is so unnecessary. Like, why is he giving me like 500 napkins? You just give me like 1 napkin, okay? I'm hearing this way. Empress here, 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse. That was in a Leo reading. I think it was in October. Now, yeah, somebody just like kept like, yeah. Anyways, now we have 2 cards here on the ground. Now, Leo, I'm hearing so strongly, Gemini. For a number of you, this is something possibly legal, like you're not ready. And remember, I'm channeling, so take it as you will. But this is something, let's clear it. Someone wants to meet with somebody. Someone else is reluctant. They're like, I don't want to see you. It's like, but they don't say that. They're like, I'm going to see you. Yeah, don't worry. That's like their answer. It's like somebody says, hey, do you want to hang out? This person's like, I'm going to hang out with you. It's like they give that promise, but then they do not, okay? They do not pretend to know how it's going to all go down. I'm hearing as well in that way. Now, I'm literally just drinking from the bottle of sparkling water. That could be a little clue. This is not, this is Perrier or Pellegrino. Yeah, actually, this is not, and I don't normally drink sparkling water, but I just happen to today. That could be a particular good for a number of you, but yeah, that's not alcohol. It's not wine. I don't drink, so take it as you will. Devil here, yeah. I don't drink. So for those of you who've been following me for time, you know that by now, I guess. But yeah, for a number of you, I'm here. No judgment, but yeah. Anyways, for a number of you, this is something like, this is in a friend circle. A number of people, they're like, maybe something is circulating. Some people know. Some people, it's obvious. I'm hearing, and that's what maybe someone says. No, that's possibly what someone says. We have someone's like showing a movie on a screen. They're like, so we have I'm hearing Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like movie playing right here. Can you look up at the screen and like tell us like if you want to meet with him? It's like, I don't know what that's about, but Fool upright, 4 of Cups upright, Hierophant upright, like something is maybe offered. It's like, we want to know, it could be a test, like, are you going to like teach us how it's done? That could be something that someone is, I mean, it has to do with something strategic. I'm hearing that Mother of Swords reverse, like it has to do with travel, the Wheel of Fortune. This could be a spirit guide. Somebody is possibly like kind of maybe even teasing someone. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but it's like maybe someone's even having visions. Yes, for a number, they're having visions of something. They're like, okay, oh my gosh, I feel like that's gonna happen. That's why I feel like that's where we're going with this. 10 of Pentacles reverse, 2 of Pentacles upright. So, and it is a highly karmic period with the Uranus retrograde. We're gonna jump into the extended. That's via the link in the bio box below. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for those of you who have joined recently the member section of the channel. I'm so touched by all of you. Thank you for those of you who do also support financially. I'm so touched by all of you. As you might know by now, I do this full time, so just as I know, and some of you are like, wait, like, isn't this just your hobby thingy? It's my full-time thing, and that's how, you know, I get it going, so, I guess, and, so yeah, I've just been, like, doing this, like, full-time, so for those of you who do support in the many ways that you do, I'm so touched by you, and everything is supportive, right? Just from the little, even thoughts, right? I feel them all, and I thank you guys for connecting here. I thank you guys for those of you who've been on the journey for quite some time. I'm so grateful for you all. I appreciate the many ways in which you tell your story as well through this experience. And, you know, I feel so connected to you guys. So thank you guys for connecting. I appreciate, again, everyone here, even if I know some of you are like, I can't join the members, and thank you anyways, right? For even just sort of giving your comments. It really, at times, these comments, some of them make my day. And I just want you to know that, like, I will read some comments and I'll think about them for days. And I you know, I'm a Pisces. So, you know, I just to say that you know, I feel connected to you guys. Then thank you again. And I want to just sort of share my gratitude there. Love and light to you guys. Bye, Jen.